Hey folks, I'm Mark Magstead, local real estate expert here in San Diego. Get ready to laugh and hopefully learn a little, because today we're breaking down some of the funniest housing scenes from American Dad.
I'm telling you, they're a fire hazard. I'm sick of them. Makes me want to move. I mean, who needs Hillside Acres, a gated community? Tired of all those flyers on your door? Oh my God, I was just saying that. Then we wouldn't have to put up with this trash anymore. 10% off my next treat at TCBY? Wait a minute. Are these all amazing?
Back in the day, you did have the coupons that were delivered, and I remember every once in a while in the mail, I'll get like the stack of stuff, and you kind of scroll through them. I find a lot of times with me and coupons is that I'm all stoked to use them, but then I end up finding them when they're expired, like 9 months later, and they're in the bottom of my glove box, and I'm kind of like, what, where did, damn it! Dang it, I forgot to go to frozen yogurt or whatnot, so. I don't know, haven't seen those for a while though. Are you guys coupon people? And let me know, what is the most successful way to use them on a regular basis? Tell me in the comments below.
Rosalie's Pizza, I have a very important question. Do you deliver to Hillside Acres? Yes, good, good. My next question, which is so important that it should have been my first and only question, do you accept half-burnt coupons? He's checking, he's checking. Woohoo, maybe!
Dad, these houses aren't done yet. Besides, the gate's locked.
That is a beautiful gate. And imagine how many flyers this thing can hold.
Wait, I thought we were moving to get away from the flyers.
Oh, Lord, no. Keep up, Steve. We're moving here to keep the riffraff out. The fact that we'll be tripling our flyer intake is just a huge... What were we talking about?
About why on earth we would leave our perfectly good house where our family has so many memories to come here?
It's the goddamn riffraff. But this gate'll keep them out. I mean, were they to try to get in, they would have to kneel down, raise their partner's foot, and hoist them over. Ah! And who's to say how his accomplice would get in?
A lot of people really enjoy a gated community in the sense that you have the security of that gate shutting. There's some that actually have people that work there's a guard shack that they'll work at. There's probably 6 or 7 here in La Jolla. Some, you know, where you have homes that are probably 5 million plus. And a lot of people enjoy that because that might be a second or third home for these people. So it's kind of like similar to a condo where you can just lock and leave. You kind of have a bunch of neighbors in the area. You have someone that will come and take care of all of the gardening, the pool, the maintenance, the cleaning on a regular basis. So it's a good quote, lock and leave. Then there's also sometimes a disadvantage that specific gated communities will have high HOA fees, they'll have a management company.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
You're not able to paint your house whatever color you like, you're not able to do certain things as far as landscaping and whatnot. The interesting part about it is when you do look into gated communities, there are times that you will be able to get information about that community.
This is a nice community.
You'll be able to get CC&Rs and the management information once you open escrow, so you'll be able to know about that prior to closing, so it's not gonna be any surprise at the end.
Oh, look! A private mini zoo just for the residents.
The little community zoo, I've never actually seen that, but there have been a couple times that you see absolutely amazing facilities. Little kids splash pads, half little baseball fields, sports courts. Now pickleball is a huge craze. Some of them actually even have like coffee stands, shopping, stuff like that, so you never have to leave, which is pretty cool, but it's also nice to get out and about.
It's nice to go out sometimes, isn't it?
Dad, those are guard dogs.
Well, they should all be fired, because we got in here pretty easily, especially me.
So you obviously got some pit bulls, and you know, I have a couple friends that are huge pit bull fans, and they're amazing dogs. They get that weird stigma of being mean and attacking and whatnot. So there are communities that will not allow certain types of breeds of dogs. There's also condo complexes that will not allow dogs over 75 pounds. So that's kind of laughing, because let's say you have a dog that's 90 pounds. Is anyone really gonna go and weigh that dog and say, oh, sorry about that, you're not gonna be able to get your dog in here, or do you just have to put your dog on a diet?
No pets.
I've never run into that problem. And there was one time where it was 45 pounds or more. And my client was like, well, I have probably a 60 or 70 pound dog. And I'm like, I've seen dogs bigger than your dog in here, so they don't necessarily enforce it, but I guess if they brought the scale out, you could be in trouble.
Steve, there's our dream house.
Where?
You see the one that's bathed in that ray of sunlight?
Up over here.
It's the one right next to it.
He points out the house up on the hill. The nice part about that is when you're elevated up, you tend to have some views. You're kind of up on top. There's been a couple of different properties. I ran an episode a while back on a dirt lot that sold for $5.5 million just for the dirt. Gated community, incredible views, could build up to an 8,000 square foot house. So this particular person paid $5.5 million to protect their current views and just made it into a nice lawn area. So they weren't even building on it. Must be nice. But a lot of times, you know, it's just being up top, so you kind of have the views and whatnot, which is quite nice. That house up on the hill with the Pacific Ocean views, that's easily $5.5 million. Crazy, huh?
We can put a pool table over here. Oh, and this is a perfect spot for a breakfast nook. Steve, come pretend we're having cereal. Something wrong, son?
No, Dad, nothing's wrong.
It's clear you're not feeling the house, Steve.
Well, what do you want me to do, huh? Pretend I like it when I really don't want to move in the first place?
He's taking his son along, and they obviously broke into that, and they're checking the house out, which I don't highly recommend. There's been times that people have got arrested doing that, so just call me up. I'll set up the showing. There have been a few times that I have taken my kids, good and bad. I did take them over to a showing with a friend of mine that ended up buying the house. It was a half acre up on the hill in La Jolla, 7,000 square foot house, pool, jacuzzi, sports court, avocado orchard. They were kind of looking at me when we went back to our place, and they were like, hey Dad, when can we get one of those houses? I told them, you know what? Dad needs to sell a lot more of these houses, and or you guys just need to hit it in the big leagues, in the MLB. So just let's go. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Son, this is your room. Go on, take a look out that door there. Tell me what you see.
It's a sun deck, and there's a jacuzzi.
Just imagine all the killer parties you're gonna have up here.
He obviously wasn't too elated about the house until he rolled up and he saw the big deck with the jacuzzi on top.
Can I stay here?
I remember one time back in the day where we had a scenario where we rented a property, and one of our roommates had the room down below because he broke his leg, so he wasn't able to use the stairs. My buddy and I, Jason Maxwell, flipped a coin for the room with the patio. So ended up going up. It was the most amazing primary bedroom with biggest closet, biggest walk-in, and the other bedroom was just basic. So I won that room based on a flip of a coin, and we all paid the same amount of rent, which was incredible. That would never fly in today's world, but Maxwell, I still owe you, buddy. Let me know what housing scenes from your favorite shows you want me to react to next. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smack that like button for more videos like this one. Thanks so much for watching.